fall apart. However, there's no reason why family in crisis should not be able to get professional help. But in a society as multicultural as ours, that's easier said than done. But now, a unique counseling program has been launched at York University with the South Asian family in mind. Nauman has more.
We got a new house. I was happy living with our parents. You wanted the new car, we got the new car. And now you're complaining on top of that.
I mean, I help out. I do take care of your father and your mother. It's not like I'm not doing anything for them. I'm doing all the work for them too. When they get sick, who takes care of them?
This isn't a real therapy session. It's been staged for our cameras with volunteers acting as a couple with marital problems. For privacy reasons, we couldn't show real clients. But what Saunia Ahmad does with her clients normally is very real and very different. Her counseling is designed specially for South Asian families.
A lot of couples therapy approaches are driven by a Western idea of what's normal in marriage and family, more Western norms and assumptions about family life. And what our approach is much more informed by an understanding of South Asian couples. South Asian couples are different in that they're much more interdependent in their relationships and their families. They focus much more on collective interest rather than just the individual interest. And that makes a big difference between them and then Western families.
Ahmad, a PhD candidate at York University, launched the program in January through the Department of Psychology under the guidance of Professor David Reed, a clinical psychologist himself.
What Saunia and I have been doing here is looking very carefully at the dynamics of South Asian marriages, and from that to building an approach that is what we call indigenous. It's more natural for persons of the South Asian culture.
It's very common for us to find couples come in saying that they got married thinking they had the similar values, but in fact they found after marriage that they have a lot of conflicts and a lot of differences in their outlook on life. And so those are some issues. And also South Asians are a relatively new group here in Canada, a new immigrant group, and usually a new immigrant group, and what we're finding with South Asian couples in particular, their marriages tend to experience a lot more stress from immigration and all the changes. It's very common for us to find South Asian couples come in saying they immigrated here 8 years ago, and ever since they came here their marriage has gone downhill. Things have really changed for them. And also language barriers as well. A lot of South Asians, even if they speak English, they don't speak it as a first language, and you really need to speak in their language in order to be able to help them, in order to be able to connect with them, to help them in their marital relationship.
Although it's a non-for-profit operation that relies solely on the money it receives from various funding agencies, there is a fee involved for the counseling. However, Dr. Reed and Ahmad say they don't turn away clients simply because they can't pay. For more information, you can visit their website at southasianfamilies.com or call them at 416-736-2100, extension 33224. For OMNI News, I'm Nauman. Ontario